Picture this. You're eating dinner right now. You take a bite, you chew it 10 times, maybe 20. You barely think about it. It's automatic, boring even. But somewhere on this planet, right now, an animal is eating too, and it isn't chewing. Not even once. Skin, bone, fur, gone in a single swallow. Most people assume that's just a shortcut, the lazy version of eating. That assumption is wrong. The real answer is stranger, and a lot more brutal than almost anyone realizes. Scientists call it whole prey ingestion. It shows up across the animal kingdom far more than most people realize. Snakes, crocodilians, many birds, even some fish, opening their jaws wide enough to take in prey almost their own size. And once you understand why it actually happens, you will never look at your own plate the same way again. Because the real answer isn't about predators at all. It's about a trade-off built into your own body too. Stay till the end. The last part of this story is about something you do every single day without ever noticing it. Let's start with the obvious question. Why don't predators just chew? Take a python. It unhinges its own jaw, swallows an animal wider than its own head. A crocodile clamps down. It can't slice, it can't grind. A pelican tips its head back. A whole fish just disappears. A heron does something similar. Fish, frogs, even small birds. Straight down, head first. No chewing at all. An owl swallows a mouse whole in the dark, then later coughs up the bones and fur it can't use, in a single dense pellet. On the surface, this looks messy, inefficient, almost lazy. It's not. It's a strategy. And it comes down to one brutal fact of life in the wild. Time is the most dangerous thing an animal can spend. Picture this instead. You're a lioness. You've just taken down a zebra. You are not alone out there. Hyenas watching from the tree line. A rival pride closing in. Vultures already circling overhead. Somewhere close by, a jackal is waiting too, patient, watching for exactly this moment of distraction. Every second you spend chewing is a second someone else could steal your kill, or worse, attack you while your guard is down. So evolution did something ruthless. It optimized many predators not for the safest way to eat, but for the fastest way to make food disappear. Get it into a body cavity, somewhere nothing else can reach it. Once it's in your stomach, it's yours. Nothing can steal it back. So what killed the need to chew in the first place? The answer is in the mouth itself. Look at a snake's jaw. Almost no molars. No flat grinding teeth like yours. Its teeth curve backward, built only to hook, to drag prey deeper down the throat. It physically cannot chew, even if it wanted to. A python takes this even further. Its lower jaw isn't even fused together at the front. Two separate halves, connected by a stretchy ligament, letting the entire mouth spread far wider than its own skull. Now look at a crocodile. Same story. Its jaw only opens, clamps, and rolls. No side-to-side motion. No grinding at all. A crocodile's real trick isn't chewing. It's the death roll, spinning its whole body to tear off a piece small enough to swallow whole. Evolution never built these animals a chewing mechanism, because chewing was never the priority. Speed was. But that's only half the story. Here's the part that should genuinely disturb you. Digesting bone, fur, and whole flesh requires something extreme, and predators that swallow prey whole have it. Stomach acid so strong, it would dissolve metal over time. Researchers have documented alligators and crocodiles digesting entire hooves, and even the metal hooks left inside prey, thanks to acid concentrations far beyond anything in the human body. A snake's gastric juices sit around a pH of 1, acidic enough to break down entire skeletons, hooves, even porcupine quills, over the course of days. Researchers studying Burmese pythons found something almost unbelievable. After swallowing prey whole, the snake's internal organs go to war. Its heart grows by up to 40% within 48 hours. Its intestines lengthen. Its metabolism spikes over 40-fold just to power the digestion of one massive meal. To put that in perspective, that's roughly the metabolic jump a human sprinter hits at full speed. Except the python is doing it, lying almost completely still. Oxygen consumption rises to match. Blood becomes visibly thicker, temporarily, just to carry enough fuel to every organ working overtime. This is not a passive process. This is a body rebuilding itself around a single meal in real time. And here's the strangest part. Some of these animals barely need to eat again for weeks. A python that swallows a deer-sized meal can go months without hunting again. Its whole body, in a sense, powers down between meals. Heart shrinking back, intestines shortening again, waiting for the next enormous investment of energy. For us, chewing is the first step. Break the food down, then digest it. But for these predators, breakdown and digestion happen almost entirely at once, inside. No chewing required at any point in the process. So here's the question worth sitting with. If a python can skip chewing completely and still fully digest a meal, what is chewing actually doing for you? Less than you think. Your stomach acid sits around a pH of 1.5 to 3.5, strong enough on its own to start breaking down meat, bone fragments, almost anything you swallow. Doctors see this play out constantly. Small objects accidentally swallowed, fish bones, even small pieces of metal, often dissolved or passed without any chewing involved at all. Chewing doesn't replace that acid, it just saves it some time. Every bite you chew increases surface area. Smaller pieces, more places for acid to reach at once. That's genuinely useful. It makes digestion faster, easier on your gut, easier on your throat so you don't choke on your own dinner. But it is not the fundamental mechanism doing the real work. That work still happens the same way it does inside a python, with acid, not teeth. And there's one more parallel, hiding in plain sight. After you eat, your own metabolism rises, measurably. Scientists call it the thermic effect of food. Digesting a meal can burn up to 10% of the calories inside that meal, just powering the process of breaking it down. Protein takes even more energy to process than carbohydrates or fat, your body working visibly harder just to break down the exact same nutrients that build muscle and tissue. It is a smaller, quieter version of exactly what happens inside that python. Your heart doesn't grow 40% after dinner, but your body still redirects real energy, real resources toward the same basic task, turning food into something usable. So the next time you sit down to eat and chew without thinking twice about it, remember what's actually happening underneath. You are not so different from that snake, swallowing its meal whole in a single, brutal motion. You just have more time, more safety, no hyenas watching from the tree line. So you chew, slowly, comfortably. But the real work, the part that actually keeps you alive, was never about your teeth in the first place. It was always about the acid, waiting quietly, underneath, every single time you eat. Every meal you've ever had, every bite you've ever chewed out of habit, was always going to end up in the exact same place, broken down by the same relentless acid a python relies on to dissolve an entire skeleton. The only real difference between you and that snake isn't the mechanism, it's the pace, the comfort, the complete absence of anything watching from the tree line, waiting for you to look away. Chew slowly tonight if you want to. Just know your body was always built to survive without it.